Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're in for a treat. This was a big surprise to me. I'm sure it'll be a big surprise to you, but we are doing a four-way here on World Love Week right now. That's right. That's right. Actually, it's the three amigo ladies and me, which is what most people would fantasize about in their lives. But guess what? It's my life and I'm living it and I'm happy at 5 a.m. Who could ask for anything more? Ken Krell here, and with me are the amazing Jay Ma, Simona Wang, and where'd Abby's bio go? What'd you do with that? Abby's bio just disappeared on me. I just lost Abby's bio. And Abby, what's your Abby Wang, right? Is that what your last name is? Did I get it right?
Young.
I did it right. How about that? Okay, Jung. I'm sorry. Well, I got something right. There we go. Love it. You look are so cool with those headphones. It's like it's just so cool. Anyway, I'm going to introduce you to these guys in just one second. Once I find the bios here, which were at my fingertips a second ago, and now I've lost them. Here we go. All right. So I can introduce Jay in a heartbeat because she is an international best-selling author and a mentor who's personally mentored over 4,000 students, speakers, and entrepreneurs. She's been featured on television and digital stages internationally, on numerous online shows, and on internationally ranked podcasts as well. She co-produces a global talent show and an online summit, and was chosen to represent 3 education establishments, including a state government agency. She brings her immense life experience in several countries and her dedication to empowering introverts who have felt unseen, unheard, or unsupported, using her simple 5-step system to build authentic connections, creating impact, and grow, glow, and thrive online. She is a light, as you can just see by just taking a quick look at her. She's pretty damn amazing. And I'm pleased to know her I've known her for a while. Simona Wang finally woke up. I'm so glad about that. But she woke up from her corporate life to take massive action to better her outlook in life. I thought that was kind of funny. I thought you'd laugh, but you didn't. Anyway, she's an example that it's never too late to pursue your dreams in life and anything else for that matter. She's an example that I said that already. Simona is an international speaker and a host to top 25 US iTunes ranked podcast, Couch to Fire, a founding member of an international event, Show Your Groove. Show Your Groove is an organization for inspiring speakers and teachers who want to help improve sales and share their knowledge to others. Show Your Groove is building a world-class knowledge bank of mastermind courses online. That's really exciting. She's going to talk about how love helped me take massive action. And somewhere I can find Abby's thing, which was there a minute ago, and it has now officially disappeared. Where did Abby's thing go? Oh, here it is. It's in yellow, so I can see it. That's good. Abby Jung is an impact lifestyle business coach, and she can fast forward your entrepreneurial journey. She's also a podcast host and a pretty cool young lady as well. Ladies and gentlemen, for the terrific 3, ladies, and just give yourselves a big hand for Simona, Jay, and Abby. Woohoo!
Yay. Thank you, Ken. Thanks
Hey
for that
guys.
nice introduction. Would you like me to start? Anything
No.
else?
Now we'll
Okay,
just stand
go.
here and wait, and we'll just look at each other and go, "Ooh, you're so cute." No,
Ken,
I,
okay.
I will tell you that I confess, I do love teasing Jay. It is one of my favorite pastimes, and I've known her for gosh, almost a year now. I think it is, and it's yeah, I know it feels much longer than the month it really has been, but but I've seen her grow and grow and grow, and what you're looking at is just a light of just immense heart. So I will let her take it from here, and she's kind of host out the next hour of session together with you guys. And with that said, the incredible J Mob, take it away, girl.
Thank you, Ken. It's always really fun. And I also got to know Ken a little bit more because at first I was a little scared. I was so
Did I
scared.
really scare you? Did I really scare you?
No, but he's such a bundle of joy to work with. Always like I just know when I'm around his company, it's always gonna be fun. Like every session is gonna be so much fun. I know I started with your sessions like it's really, really quiet, right? Like I never said anything. And then at the end, it just happened to be that we had to put on a show, had to put on some events. So that's how it started. So I will go ahead and share this whole journey. I'm going to share a bit of my screen if I could
You can. And
actually
I'm
move
gonna go
this.
mute myself and take my camera off so
Okay,
there's no distractions. So you'll have me
no problem.
in the wings.
Thank you.
You're
Hi,
welcome. So
everybody.
she went from being afraid and introverted to now we can't get her to shut up. I'm not sure which was better, actually. No, this is much better, much
This is
better.
much better.
So proud of you.
I
Couldn't be
think
more.
being yeah, I Ken definitely has a way of bringing people out to come out of your shell. So if anyone here is an introvert like me who has felt unseen or unheard or unsupported, and you want to come out of your shell, definitely go to Ken Crowell. So today I'd like to share this on this topic of being an introvert because that was me. The focus today is to be able to connect with our with love and gratitude, and then to be seen online. I was kind of very hidden. If I can have your permission to just start with just a little exercise here. I'm also a math professor by trade for many years, so I love puzzles, and this is one that I shared on my Facebook as an engagement piece. So for anyone who like to grow your audience online, starting with some engagement posts could be really helpful because the focus is not really on us anymore, and we're placing that focus on someone else. And people like to like solve puzzles. So this is one. If you're here with us and you have any feedback on this, which one doesn't belong? So you can put it in the chat box or in the comment section. Or Abby, Simone, since you're here with us, do you want to give us one play along?
Yes, I think one of them, of course, is the circle. It doesn't
Mhm,
belong. Abby,
mhm.
what do you got?
I think it's the dozen, the pink color.
The pink color. So we see the circle, the pink color. Anyone else, you can go ahead and comment. So just to make it a little more fun, Ken?
All right. I'm going to tell you that each one of those in its own way does not belong. It all depends upon the scale at which you're looking, whether it's the font, whether it's the color, whether it's the shape.
Right, right. So, yeah, there's so many different answers and solutions to this. And that was how I felt like going online and not really knowing where to start. And every single mentor I went to, like, there's so many different pieces, but in the end, it just all seemed to work together. The whole other idea is that when we have different perspectives, that when we combine it all together, we each actually have more. So each one of us can give feedback, and somehow the puzzle pieces just seem to come together in the end. In this process, we might not know where to start, but for some reason, just trust the process, and it seems to just work out. So there's actually more than a dozen solutions for that puzzle. At first, when I had the comments on the Facebook, people would just give one solution, but as we take a lot more. So, hi, I'm Jay, and I am here to empower introverts. That's my passion, to grow, glow, and thrive online without pretending to be someone we're not. So, that's what I learned is that people, if you find the right fit audience, they're just going to like your content and they just won't be able to get enough of your content. If they're the right fit audience. For the wrong fit audience, you can post whatever it is that you post and it might not just resonate. So, sometimes you get unfriended and that's okay. And that will just make space for the people who will be your friends and who would like to know you as you are and accept you as you are. So being an introvert, that could be really, really helpful when you find out that there's people who are okay with you being an introvert. They might even be inspired by you being like the way you are. So this is one of my friends that on one of the testimonials that he actually just sent to me. And so I wanted to share a little bit. This is Hot Swan.
Hey everyone,
Are you
my
able
name
to
is
hear the
Hatsuan
voice?
and I just want to record this short video just to share with all of you that are watching this my experience getting to know Jay as a person, as someone um, that has been a friend of mine for more than a year now, right? And bear in mind, I've not met her in person as of yet. She's based in the United States and I'm based in Malaysia, so it's gonna be difficult for us to meet. But despite the distance, despite just meeting her online, um, from the day that I've met her, it has been an amazing journey just to see how much she's grown, just to get to know her as a person, right? And just from the things that she's been sharing, all the value we've shared together, the things that all the value that she's also given me, right? Because I know for a fact that if there will be some things that I wouldn't know about business or about some things in life if I didn't meet her. All right. So for those of you who are watching this, really take, if you have the opportunity to sit down with Jay just for half an hour and have a chat with her, get to know her in person, I suggest you do that because I believe that one conversation can change someone's life.
And Hot On, and he was kind and testimonial amongst a few others. And that's how I continue to be inspired to continue to show up online. I used to be really, really quiet and very private. So where are we going with this? I'm going to go ahead and share, if with your permission, if I could share a little bit more about my background, because a lot of people love to know about your journey online and see your transformation, where we are now, and how we can help you if you're an introvert out there, to connect with your heart. Just be who you are, be very genuine, authentic, work always from the heart, with love and gratitude, and then be seen online. And where that can lead us is to be able to make impact. So if, with your permission, if I can share a little bit more about me, if that's okay. And so this is me. How I started was that this was my house, and I was very, very quiet, very shy, and I would never really talk from like probably kindergarten through college years. I graduated sitting in classes and I just barely ever talked. So 2 years ago, I decided that I wanted to, there was just, if you were like me, like feeling during day and just, our life is just like a routine. You wake up, you go work, and then you come back, and then there's like, then you go through this whole like rat race and go through this whole cycle, and again and again and again, and then like it just like feels like there's so much more that maybe we want to do in life. And so that's where I challenged myself to go online, even though it was really scary. Public was one of the scariest move. When I made my very first public post, one of my mentors, I'll share here, asked me like if I was okay, that if I'm still alive, and I said yes, I'm alive, after making that very first Facebook post. And so that's how I started as an introvert, really so quiet, and now I do help introverts to grow, glow, and thrive online with my also passion of connecting others through exercises, mindset, things I learned along the way, incorporating that with my students, with my math students, because I also am a math teacher. I'm also a mom. So on my digital journey, I started like meeting people in person, and one of those mentors is the mentor of mentors, Joe Bauer. And so with him and Peng Joon, those are my very first two. Like I felt like they're like and growing online. Then along the journey, I met like a number of other mentors, including Abby here, and just Dave, Huang, Hatswan, Jeff, Weatherford, Tony Robbins, Dee Dee, like Master Shri. I met Marissa Peer in person. I just had like a lot of different mentors who were able to help guide me. So one of the things is do like consider investing in ourselves, because that I felt like that helped to accelerate my path. And of course, I came across Ken Crow, and that's how I ended up being here. Ken Crow is someone who really like he took me in, even though I felt like I wasn't really like ready to be like on a stage or produce events or do anything like this. I would never in a thousand a million that I would be speaking here on his platform ever in my lifetime. So I just have him. I'm so grateful for him. He really did bring me out and of my shell, really believe in me. So having a mentor who really believes in you and seeing even see in yourself. So it was just weekly meetings and bringing that into my existence and my life. So I'm really grateful for him. And Dean Hankey was one of those programs that in the training that they worked together to provide. So I'm really grateful for that. And why I continue to show up, even though I'm really sometimes very nervous and very quiet, very shy still. I have my fears, is because I do enjoy getting feedback from people who have shared that in some ways I was able to help impact their lives and bring joy into their lives. So that is why I continue to show up. And today, our topic is to be able to connect with our heart with love and gratitude and to be seen online. So with your permission, I like to share these 5 secret steps. Is that okay, everyone?
Yeah.
So the 5 steps is what I call my water system. So water is life, right? Water is what we need every single day as human beings, and online it's the same. So this is how I started growing online is to know our water system. But today, because it's World Love Week also, and I discover also how I am able to continue to just love this journey so much, like being able to be here today, especially to share this with the world, is because we're doing it with love and gratitude. So I'm adding that piece of love and gratitude into my water system. So the water system is knowing our why, taking action in whatever it is that we have goals to set out to do, trusting in the process, working on our energy, changing our state from within, and then connecting through relationships. So I'm going to really focus on this relationship piece because I had also talked about the water system in a few other presentations. So today, because it's World Love Week, and why I am here today is because I believe it's the last element, it's the relationship. Abby and Simone are also here with me. We're going to also have them share a little bit about how we're here together. So the relationship with the love and the gratitude. So always come from a place of love, right? And do work on ourselves first. And the idea is to love what we do, to not just to go through life, but to grow through life, to always imagine the possibility. I discovered that I love doing challenges. Like I love growing by participating in challenges. So I'm kind of a challenge junkie. So I'll go from like did the 5-day sprint with Ken Crowell too. That was a great challenge for me to grow in terms of being in this online space, the event space. And so that's one of the things, and just discovering who it is that we're doing it for, and sitting down and providing value for that. Knowing basically what it is that we love, and who it is that we love to work with, and being able to spread that across the globe. And so that is basically my passion, is to be able to work from the heart. And first, it is knowing that we're working on ourselves, and that just little steps will help us along this journey. We might have failures, which is okay. As you are going, just always know that if you're working from the heart, that you are going and taking little actions along the way. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Continue to do it with love, whatever it is, actions that we take, do that with love, and never limit ourselves. Never limit yourself because of others. Never limit others because our own limited imagination. So knowing that, like, we trust, in this process, but at the same time, think big, like take big actions, and never say never for ourselves or for anyone else. So that is the little part on love. And I discovered that I love this process, and just as many of the people that I connect with that have been very successful, they know that they have a calling and purpose for this journey. So that is the love piece. So is gratitude. I think with this process of gratitude, one of the exercises I like to have you consider is like doing, for me, in the year, but also teaching only like have nightly meditations and heart meditations. So what one quick work is, wherever you like. I hold my son's hand, my husband, and we just kind of hold hands each night and just gratitude, and feel the energy from within, clearing all our heart space to be able to spread that love into the world. So that has really helped me each night to remember and reflect and be thankful for our day, and then be thankful that we're going to wake up for the next day and be able to make more and greater impact. And then I like to share, so working from love, gratitude, and then connecting with others with like from the heart, and with gratitude, that is what helped me in relationships, because this is World Love Week, and how we can use love to grow with business. To me, business is like just so much more fun, and so much that we can, and is the overall thing like that helped me to be where I'm at right now, is connecting with others and co-creating with others, doing projects together. So much more when we work together. So surround ourselves with people who inspire you to grow. And that's where I wanted to bring Simona and Abby into this picture. Them, I was able to build a number of relationships. Like Abby and Simona are two really crucial people, especially along this journey through COVID, meeting, connecting with people, but being able to work to create even bigger impact. So Abby was one of my mentors, and she's been like messaging, we've been connecting almost every single day. Like there's not, I think, been one day since I've connected with her that we have not really had even like had a message. She's someone that like if I don't hear from her for one day in my life. So I'm really grateful for her. And recently we were able to do this event, and she's going to talk a little bit more about that. And also, she was the one and to create some magic. I would say it was fun, and I'm going to also transition that over to Simona too. We're able to use this water system to with through love and gratitude, building relationships to create more impact, to be seen online, so that's just my little piece. So I will go ahead and transition over. Remember to spend time with people who will make you a better person. Could be online. I know how like when we grew up, for me it's like don't talk to strangers, right? My parents are like don't talk to strangers, but in this day and age, that is most of my been online. Okay, and Abby, do you want to share a little bit more?
No, you can continue first. Is it?
Can we hear you?
Okay, hello.
I think she froze. Simona, do you want to start with your piece until I think she's a little frozen here?
No, actually,
Oh, there
I can
she is.
hear Abby. So, Abby, you can start.
You mean my part now? Like, or to just share about, to carry on what Jay has taught?
Whatever you like.
Okay.
Sure.
Because she was touching on the part of relationship, right? Which is the first one, the first letter, W, which is the Y.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure what should I say. Okay, so it's talking about the why and the relationship, like why you connected online.
So Abby, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Jima, I'm not sure what should I say.
So Abby could share, because one of the points was to talk about our how you were the affirmations piece.
Okay, yeah. So I was.
I think she's frozen a little.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me? Can I? Okay, great.
Yes.
So okay, affirmation part is because I think recently, okay, I've been like in the self-healing mood in myself. Like I'm not showing up online so often. I'm like healing myself. So I come across this book that is helping me in my growth, in my learning journey and my growth journey. So I was not showing up online as often as I used to be last year. Then I'm thinking, so I want to ask you guys some questions if you guys are live with us or watching on a replay. So if you're feeling lost, feeling not worthy, feeling uninspired, feeling unmotivated, feel like an imposter, and if you're feeling all these, and I want to share with you the steps that I take to be in momentum, and also to be able to pick up where you left off and to climb back out again. So what I did was you just need to concentrate and focus on that one thing that you can complete, that you can accomplish. Focus on that one thing that you know that you can do it, or that one thing that you want to make changes now, which is take action now, something that you can do now, like let's say picking up a book and read it. as simple as picking out a book and read it, or as simple as, you know, writing a letter to yourself. So what I find is I try to pick up a book and read it, and I complete it. So once you complete doing a task, you will feel like, oh, I actually achieved something. You will feel you will feel like there's a boost of confidence. I'm not sure if you feel that, like you feel like, oh, I actually able to complete something, even as simple as reading a book. It's not like earning income, earning what your first $1,000 or $10,000, you know, that kind. It's not. So after completing my first ever book in year 2021, so I start to realize that I start to feel motivated and more inspired, and I start to build my online courses. So I managed to finish it in 2 days time. So I'm like, I feel so motivated by reading a book only, finishing that book, and I start to build my online course, and I finish it too. Can you like see the momentum? Once you start to focus on one thing to do it and you complete it, and you will reach in a state like, okay, I will keep doing, you will keep doing, like you are in this state to complete tasks. So, and another thing that helped me to move forward also is affirmation, because one day I was still down and not motivated at all. It was just few days back, it was just during the weekend that I was feel not motivated at all. So I finally have this light bulb moment that which I want to share. So I've been telling myself like, oh, I'm not that good enough, I have nothing to talk about, I have nothing to share. So one day I have this like bulb moment, which is on Sunday during the weekend. Then I'm like, okay, why am I keep focusing on all this negative self-talk? Why not I just change it and make a shift? You know, just make a shift. Like say, okay, um, just make a shift and say, oh my god, I'm so amazing. I'm going to be that amazing business coach that I can with my student. I'm going to be that person to just like, you know, go out there and help people and impact people's life. uh, Once you start to make that shift, that one sentences, just change it, and everything start to like, you'll become more positive, you feel more happy. Yeah, so everything start to shift, and I seldom talk good thing about myself in my Facebook post, but in my last post I remember I write, I am a kick-ass amazing cool business coach. So I'm like, oh my god. Then I even tell my best buddy that, I even tell her that, oh my god, I have re-watched my own online course and I find it so amazing. Then I like, then I tell my friend, am I weird that I self-praise myself? Because everyone, you've been praising people all your life, but you didn't. Why not take some time to praise yourself, like self-praise yourself? Like, come on, you've been like helping people and being so busy in your busy life, but you do not have time for yourself. Like, just saying nice thing about yourself can help to change how you feel instantly. So I wrote like affirmation. So I wrote like what I want to become in the future and living it right now. Yeah, so uh I think, and this affirmation you can write something like, um how you want to impact the world, what are you doing right now that impacting the world, and also some like nice things about yourself and what you going to do, already doing it, as if like in the present tense you are doing it. So I will read it right before bedtime, and when I wake up in the morning, to make yourself feel good. And yes, so there's one thing that I wrote, like my student is crushing it, and they are a rock star, and something magical happened. When I wake up in the morning, I receive a message from my student saying that she got her first paying client after working with me like in for 1 month plus. Then I'm like, oh my god, this affirmation do work. So, oh my god, really, it just worked instantly. I just started doing it like few days back, I think 2 days, for 2 days straight already. Then the next day it happened right in front of my eyes, and I completed my online course that I want to build. And I, yes, everything start falling into place now. So I can tell you, it's like self-praise yourself, relationship. The relationship not only for others, but also for yourself. Just do it for yourself. Yes, thank you for listening. Samana, you want to add?
Yeah, I don't even know where to start, and I didn't write anything down, but I'm just so happy that I'm here with Jay and Abby. And I kind of want to tell you a little background of me first, and then I'll bring it together because we still have a bunch of time to kill. So a little bit about myself is I am still in corporate America. I was a designer for a couple decades, at least 20 years, doing design for TV. So I kind of know like a little bit about just designing and set design and that sort of stuff. But I just got into a dead end. I just felt a little not fulfilling. And I looked around and I just said, you know what, I've got to do something. I'm not happy. I just wanted something more in life. And I looked at myself and said, is this it? Is this all that I have to go to a corporate job and just put in my time and then, you know, collect a paycheck? I needed something different. So I just finally, I had something inside of me for so long. Like since I was a young kid, I always thought about building this community and I didn't know how to do it. So I started with my podcast called Couch to Fire, where we kind of inspire others. And we want to get people excited about the possibilities of not just doing that corporate job, because I come from that, and just venturing out and finally spreading your wings and trying new things, you know, and that's what I felt like in my heart that people needed to hear, especially people in my position where, you know, that's what you've been doing for so long. So I met Abby through this podcast course, and it was just such a wonderful experience. We supported each other. She has a podcast called Fast Forward Your Entrepreneurial Life Journey. Is that right, Abby? Yes. So we both like launched, and it was just such a wonderful thing. And once you do that, the best thing about now this time is meeting people online. And they're not creepy people, because I just met Abby and then we just met Jay. You know, it's just like this wonderful community that are full of entrepreneurs, full of people that want to learn, full of people that want to encourage each other, you know. So it started rolling into all these speakers, you know. I loved Dean Graziosi. I loved Tony Robbins. I started with Bob Proctor. I mean, just Jack Canfield, all the best people out there to help you, you know, jumpstart your passions and everything. So when you start doing that and you start feeling confident about your abilities, it's a big deal. You know, it's a big deal. Every morning I'd go, oh my God, Simona, you are gorgeous. You are so fit. You are so amazing. You know, and like Abby did, I did the same thing. You know, you just have to say that every day and every day and every day. And you just have to praise yourself and feel good about who you are, because you are amazing. And you have to tell yourself that. You have to feel good. You have to love yourself. It's Love Week right now. So if we can all focus on the great things that we are doing and we're about to do, that's a big part of who we can become, you know. So you focus on these goals, and I would do that, and I would just listen to YouTube. And one thing that was great about YouTube is I bought the upgrade, so I didn't have to listen to any of the commercials. So it was like all I would listen to is Tony Robbins over and over, Dean Graziosi over and over, you know, and Abraham Hicks, and all these like wonderful people that talked about law of attraction, talked about you're in control of your life, and life happens for you, not to you, so all that kind of momentum, it just starts, you embrace it, and it's just an amazing feeling. So I have had a bunch of mentors, and one of them is, and these ladies have taught me, is Jade Moser, and um, she's like a teacher that tells you about intuition and gratitude and meditation, and she has a free course, purifying your spirit, and she was just so amazing, and that's how we got here. I met up with her, and she said, Simona, I really want you to start meditating and figuring out, when you meditate and you have an idea, write it down. I said, okay, let's do it. Okay, I'll meditate and I'll write it down and everything, So I've been meditating, and one day I had this amazing, beautiful thought, and it was just so crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta write this down. And I thought about this time or a chance where we can help everybody out, where it's a talent show, we can help a charity, we can influence others and inspire others. And I got so excited. Abby is one of my best friends, and I said, Abby, I have this crazy dream and an idea, and I really want to share it with you, and I kind of want to do it right before New Year's Eve, and this is how Show You Groove happened. So I said, Abby, what do you think about this? And Abby, what did you think of what I told you?
I'm like in shock, and like thinking in my mind, like, are you crazy? Like, like, are you serious? Not crazy. Are you serious? Then I just say, why not? Then we also asked Jema to join us also, because like our connection, like we feel like we are in sync with each another. So Jay like agreed to join us in this crazy journey also.
Yeah, and it was just such a wonderful feeling that I had. And Abby, thank you so much for supporting this crazy idea that I had. And it was just inspired by meditation. I mean, it wasn't from me. It was the gift that I got from the higher spirits, which I believe is from God. I felt like the need to do this. And Abby contacted Jay, and Jay was just so wonderful too. I don't know if I could have found any other perfect people to help with this event called Show Your Groove event, and we kind of worked together. We started working on it. Abby and I started working on it, and Jay was kind of still working at her job, so she was just very, very busy. And we were like, "Is Jay gonna help? I don't know if she's going to." And Abby's like, "Yes, Jay is amazing. She knows what she has to do, and she has lots of responsibility right now. She will pull through. I know it. I know it. I know." And I said, "Okay, Abby, I believe in you." And Jay and I didn't know very much of each other, right, Jay?
We chatted, but not as close as we are through the whole process. Yes.
So we continued just to push through, and it was just such a crazy timeline. And by the grace of God, I don't know how we did everything. We did this 24-hour event starting New Year's Eve and into the new year, and we had the most amazing speakers. And Abby got these amazing, talented people too. I mean, she was just like on it, getting all these amazing connections. And Jay was doing all these amazing connections. They were the ones that pretty much filled up the whole schedule. And I was the one going in the background going like this. But it was like the perfect situation. I want you guys to talk about it.
Jay, you can talk about it.
Yeah, so when Simona came to me, I just really said yes. So that's part of the whole journey is sometimes we really don't know. We just have faith and we actually don't know all the details of what it is that we need to do, just saying yes to it. And then all of a sudden, magically, we were able to just each do our own, and it was for love and to spread joy and positivity, being able to give back to charity. I think our passions came out. Single minute we had, it's like let's connect to someone, and then the people were the ones who made it happen. It's all everyone else who just were so gracious to be able to share their time, that they believe in us, that they have faith, like from someone who, barely speaks on, and to trust in us. Of course, not them, they speak. Simona and Abby have their podcast, but to be able to trust in the and take place. And we had speakers, a lot of speakers who showed up, and we even had to turn away speakers. I believe we had over 65 plus speakers and talent. It was days on this event, like nonstop. And with them, I think it's like closer to a little bit over, maybe just a little less than 3 weeks to make this whole thing take. For me, through this whole process was just say yes if it feels right, if it's with the right people, and if it was for the right purpose. So being able to be on this journey, building that relationship, all will tie in with the relationship, working always from the heart and showing gratitude for whatever we have, and showing gratitude to the people who were able to help make us who we are, wherever we are right now. And to be able to just believe in that process so that magic happens. It was so magical. I would never have imagined being able to put for the first time of doing an event like that. It was my second event, but the first one was a few hours. This was a 26-hour event, and of course Ken Crow was really kind enough to support that too. He showed up. He has been such a big supporter, and I can't thank him enough.
He's wonderful. Yeah.
Abby, do you want to share a little bit?
Mm,
You were
okay.
a like technical person. You did all the groove stuff, and we had a lot of friends who came in to also help us with technical things. So sometimes we don't know how to do it. We just find help, right? Find someone, and they were able to come in to help us with no budget too.
Oh yes, no
Abby?
budget. Hello. Yeah. Can hear right? Okay. Yeah. So I like Jay what she say yes and figure out how to make it happen later. So like what she said, like if you feel right and if it's the right person with the right people and the right purpose, then we just do it. So I think the technical stuff is something that I hate. Okay, language, I shouldn't say hate. I'm not so familiar with technique and tech stuff, but I grow to love it. Okay, so you need to tell your mind like the good things so that your mind will accept like, oh, okay, you actually love it and you are excited about it. So I can tell you I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person, but once I open my eyes, I straight away open my laptop and work on the final page. It's something that I will never do it because usually I'll be the one like, okay, once I wake up I will like, let me like maybe rest on the bed a while longer, like maybe another 30 minutes or 10 minutes. But literally that the month of December, once I open my eyes, I straight away open my laptop and start working on the sales page, working on the website. So it's something that I just find it like, yeah, there's a like a bigger purpose, not just for yourself, but it's for something even bigger than you. So it makes me so excited. Like, even though I'm not good in technical stuff, building website, but I have this like fire in me to make it happen. Like, I just want to make it happen and let it be like the best thing that can ever happen in anyone's life. Like, I think the main purpose of this whole event, Show Your Groove, is also to help people make their dreams come true. So I think like helping people to make their dreams come true means helping us to have our dream come true too. So it's like a purpose bigger than yourself. Yes.
Absolutely. And this goes to show you, like, when you have an idea and you pass it around and people believe in it, or you don't know how to get things done, it just formed perfectly. We found someone to help us with the graphics, our friends, and we found someone to donate their time helping us build the website. We found all these amazing people to help out, and they're excited about it. And so don't worry about how it happens, all the steps to the end result, because it just works out. And by this Show Your Groove event, I mean, it just happens, and you should believe in it, because we didn't know what we were doing and we just kept going and it just came out and it was amazing. And we're just so thankful. And I think we all talked about this as a group, and we really want to start a online masterclass to help entrepreneurs in the very beginning of their stages of their journey, to help them showcase their knowledge and help them pass on and inspire other people. So we're going to build, and we're working on that now, building an online community where people can showcase their knowledge and help each other out. This online community is what I've been thinking about, and we've been thinking about, to help each other in this process, because we had such a great experience with helping each other out now and helping other people out too. So it'll be a Show Your Groove masterclass or online community. And Jay, do you have like the information of our stuff, our the emails and stuff? I think she has it online or on the slide
I
that we can
have the
show.
slide. Yeah, so I can share more about that. So through this whole process of like, it was my journey, my personal journey started Abby, and I met Abby and Simona being an introvert. If I had not stepped out, I wanted to share this message that, like, if you feel like you're like been unseen or unheard or unsupported, and especially introverts out there like me who never really talked, who really were just hiding behind like the background. But that if you share, each of us has this message that you can share, because each of us has this story, and that we can continue to inspire each other if we just taken, if we are come out of our comfort zone, and that's spreading our comfort area, and then magic starts to happen, and we start making these connections, like how I met Abby and Simona and Ken and Charmaine, like all these amazing people, and that's how we continue to grow. And what the secret really is like when we start working from the heart with the gratitude, building the relationship, we grow faster together, and we really can create like unimaginable things like that take place. There's just been so many different things that like it almost seemed like it just like was from a fairy tale to me. And so with this whole program that we're sharing is this community where we can continue to draw on each other's heart, and just being able to help share what we already have inside of us as we continue to thrive and to grow online together. And we're going to just continue having these events also to spread the value that we have by working together. And so for anyone who would like to learn more or also to connect with us, we do have that. So let me go ahead and share also this here. It is under right here. And it is going to be, we do have free gifts. For me, I have 10 engagement posts to boost your visibility on Facebook, how I was able to help a number of people who were like me, who never showed up online, but being able to now be mentors and have their own programs and to be able speakers and put on their own webinars and things like that by growing their audience online. So we have some free gifts for you, but we can also be found at showyourgroove@gmail.com. So if you want to reach out to any one of us, that's how you would find us, but also free on the dashboard, you'll be able to download the free gifts. And anything else? How are you, Ken? How's rest?
I've been here. I've been resting. We're still running a live event, so I'm still here. You guys are doing great. So you have a couple of minutes if there's anything you want to add. Otherwise, I will let everybody know that your delightful free gift is on the dashboard. So all you all need to do, those of you that are watching, if you're not watching, you don't know what I'm saying, so it really doesn't matter anyway. But what you want to do is go to worldloveweek.com/dashboard, where all of the good stuff is. That is not live with us here. So you'll find all that on the dashboard. And by the way, while you're there, there is a button that says upgrade to VIP, which I urge you to grab. Don't grab the button, but click the button, because if you do, you will get the best deal ever on all of the VIP all access recordings, plus VIP bonuses from our speakers and more. I don't even know what's even there because people keep adding stuff to it. So it's a big surprise to me. But you also, by the way, get your own personalized World Love Week mug. So I urge you to grab that right now before the price goes up. And it is going up after this event is over, or maybe even before this event's over. I don't know. It depends upon how fast my fingers work. So I urge you to go grab that as well. And stay tuned for some more amazing stuff. Coming up next is my buddy Jonathan England, who I am so excited to hear him coming up. So you want to make sure that you fasten your seatbelts, get ready for a rockin' day, whatever time it is. It is now nearly 6 a.m. here in Sydney. It is still dark outside, but we can see your future. And well, I would say it's dark, but I think it's going to be sun. So just saying. Any final thoughts, final words, ladies?
Abby?
No pressure. No pressure.
We just wanted to say thank you so much for this amazing event. We've been watching, on the sidelines. I think I even tune in at 3, 4 in the morning when I wake up. And it's been like beyond my imagination. It's just been a blessing to know you, Ken. And I think for anyone who has not caught many parts of this event, yes, be sure VIP is something to consider because it's 7 days and there's been so many speakers that I can't even believe that I'm even on this platform to share with people like that. So thank you for this opportunity. I'm very grateful for this.
Glad to have you guys with us. You are rock stars, and it's always a pleasure to have you. You always make me feel better about the world whenever I see you, whenever I'm in your aura, truly. So, ladies and gentlemen, my triumvirate of successful women, Shimona, Abby, and Jay. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
I stand for love. Do you?
Hey, this is Captain Lou, and I stand for love, baby. Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Yes. Do you? Do you? Do you?